here's that. I guess here, I'm Valentine. What is up, everybody? I'm Valentine here, and welcome back to another video on Elmo's World. Let's go! No, I'm playing. What's up, y'all? What is up, y'all? Like I said, damn, how many times am I gonna say that? Does your opinion matter? That is what we're chatting about today. Does your fucking bitch ass goddamn opinion actually fucking matter? Just joking. I'm not monetized, but when I am monetized, immediately demonetized for this one. Do you, man? No, I'm playing. So, backstory. There was this video that I saw the other day. Cute video. IMO. Apparently, some people were fucking offended and triggered based on the reaction, but let me give you the backstory first. So, there's this video. A lady just sitting by the water, and she goes, God, I would just love to see a whale right now. I would love to see like this huge whale. It would just make me so happy to just like see a huge whale. I would just love that. And then suddenly this fucking big ass whale jumps out of the water, and it does it twice. It jumps in the water twice. Right when she was asking God, just gentle voice, kindly, God, I would just love to see a whale. Wasn't begging, wasn't something that was like a need, but it's just like a simple request from God. And the whale jumps out 2 times. I felt moved by that. I was like, that's fucking sweet. I love that. And especially in those times where you're having like difficulties, things that you're stressing about, like I was when I saw that video. Sorry, I was just thinking, I was like, should I call this video Does God Exist? Maybe I should do a different video called Does God Exist? Because seeing how much freaking traction this one comment got, I'm like, maybe I need to start chatting about the Lord and start chatting about religion and how I actually feel about God and things like that, because I have a lot of opinions. I'm actually a philosopher myself. So, and actually, yeah, that definitely has a lot to do with my channel anyways. That's so odd that I haven't. Anyways, God has a way. Anyways, so I comment under this video where, the whale pops out the water 2 times right when she asked. I comment under the video. I say, sometimes it feels like God doesn't hear us. I'm thankful for moments like this. That's exactly what I said. I just took a damn screenshot. That's exactly what I said. Okay? And me just thinking, that's just how I feel about the video. I think it's so sweet, and, I just was touched by the video. And, I wasn't expecting it to, like, get a bazillion likes, nor was I expecting it to get 67 fucking comments. Here's what happened. 600 and something likes, and 67 comments of people attacking me, attacking religion, attacking God, and attacking each other. What the actual fuck? Apparently God is like a really touchy subject. And it's funny that I didn't really register this before, but like it's always been a touchy subject. I just don't know why I hadn't really like thought about it, because for me, I've had my own journey with like God and finding God and what that means to me, and I'm still on the journey. Like, I'm very spiritual. I do believe in God. I call what I believe in God, but I don't kind of like force myself to overly define it, if that makes sense. So like for me, I pull from every religion that I can. Anything that I feel like God is trying to speak to me through, that's what I take in. And I think that's a really good thing to do. I feel like when you're tapped into the way things are and the way that the world works, like there's different ways that, God can speak to you or speak through you. Because I feel like in some way or another, so many things are connected. I mean, even things like perfect timing, which brings me to one of the comments. So one of the comments, I'm just going to divulge a few of the comments. One of the comments said, this isn't God, this is just perfect timing. And I'm just like, what do you think this perfect timing comes from? Like, do we not think that anything is connected in the world? Like, do we not think that there's any force greater than ourselves? Like, that's what it is for me. I'm like, I don't think that I myself am the greatest force, because then why would you be here? If I am already the greatest force, why would you be here? Why would I need you? And why would you need me? And why would you need everyone in your community? What is the reason that, this is so fucking existential. It's honestly a lot. I don't even know if I can emotionally handle this right now. Like, I'm just imagining the comments under this video. I'm like, I don't think I can handle it emotionally right now. I don't know if I can handle it. But I'm gonna say this shit anyways. Like, what's the fucking point? If there's nothing else out here telling me what to do and why and how to get here and why I want to fuck you, why you want to fuck me, why we're supposed to create another goddamn version of ourselves, why in the hell I like the color pink but I hate the color blue. I don't hate the color blue, but why in the world is it that I fucking love broccoli but I hate goddamn Brussels sprouts? Like, you're telling me there's nothing else, no other determining factor? You trace it to the fucking root. You fucking explain it. Let me hear every goddamn piece of science that you have and tell me the fucking root reason for everything. Tell me. Comment that shit. Unless it turn off the comments. Tell me what the fuck you think. Because there's nothing that I have found that just gives me such a solid thing versus me just being like, you know what? Maybe I'm not supposed to know every goddamn thing. That's why I'm not God. That is why I'm literally not an all-knowing being. I'm not omnipotent. But there's levels that I can access. There's levels to, like, my awareness that I can access and increase. I can become very intuitive. I can become very still. How is it that I can sense things? How is it that I just be knowing random shit? How is it that a voice will tell me shit sometimes? You tell me what the fuck that phenomenon is. Like, I need you to explain it down to the goddamn science. I need to hear that. Because for me, there's been too many instances to where, like, just knowing random shit. Like, today, I was talking to someone, and they were telling me about someone. I was like, I feel like they're Hispanic. Where are they from? Oh, Haitian Dominican. I was like, what? Say what? Have I ever seen this person's face? No. Have you ever heard them speak? No. How did I guess this? Because I saw an image in my head. Felt something. Wow, bro. You explain it. You fucking explain it. You fucking explain why there have been times where the voice in my head will tell me some shit and then come to find out, like, that shit was just fucking accurate as shit. So, like, can I even give an example? Fuck it. No, I can't, actually. I can't even think of shit right now. But it happens every fucking day. Literally every day. Literally. Okay, I got one now. Was it last weekend? 2 weekends ago, I was on the phone with my mentor. And while she was talking, I was calling my Uber because I was going to the songwriting thing. At Grindhouse Studios. Shout out to Grindhouse Studios. Thank y'all for doing y'all songwriters lock-in. Appreciate dots. What is it called? What was I saying? I was calling the Uber while I was on the phone with my mentor, just getting ready. And, I'm looking for the Uber, and it says, like, $30-something. I was like, God, I don't even know if I should go. All right. The voice in my head literally said to me, exit out, give it like 2 minutes. It was either 2 minutes or 5 minutes. Can't quite remember now. And it said it will go down to half. I exit out. I go back in. $16. 16. I told you it was 30. 30, brother. 30, bro. Went down to 16. Bro. You explain that shit. You explain it to me. And another thing I'll say. So, for me, I'm not one to just, like, accept something as fact because somebody else's bitch ass decides to say it, right? But I am someone who is willing to give things a try. So I found this book, actually still have it, but it just talked about like various forms of what's it called? Oh my god, why can't I think of the word? Not even spirituality, but just various forms of like, not even intuition, along those lines basically. And one of the things was like listening to that voice and increasing that voice. And it just said to start asking the voice in your questions and like shit like left and right. And then over the years it's just gotten stronger and stronger, more practical. And so I recommend that. But back to the topic. Does your bitch ass voice matter? Sorry y'all. So back to the will thing. So one of the like I said about the perfect timing thing. One of the comments was, y'all are so blinded by religion and foolishness and y'all are just stupid. And I was like, bro, you're talking to somebody, I'm not even religious, bro. I don't consider myself religious. I mean, if I say that I take from several religions, I guess maybe you could call me religious, but I'm agnostic. Like I don't deny or like rep the set for anything essentially, except for my personal experience with things and my personal recommendations. Like, but you know, I have a heavy respect for Muslim culture, you know, Christian values. I really have a heavy respect for, you know, Buddhism, Taoism, you know, what other religions? What's that Yiddish proverb? I found out it was a Yiddish proverb the other day. The man plans, God laughs. Like, that's such a good fucking quote. Bro, whatever it is, bro, I have to live a whole life. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to figure out how to live freely, live happily, live healthily. And so whatever it takes for me to try to get there, I'm trying. Like, I'm genuinely trying. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to be a good human being. I'm also trying to satisfy my own personal needs. And once I'm trying to control my personal desires, like, and trying to be pragmatic, is that the right word? When you're like planning ahead and like trying to solve problems before they come. Like, I'm trying to be pragmatic. I'm trying to be like giving. I'm trying to be open, genuine. I'm trying to be someone who, despite the challenges and difficulties and negativity that I may be faced with, to still be someone that's positive, someone that can be looked up to, someone that can be you know, someone who, you know, helps others to grow and learn things in the future so that they are not constantly only dependent on them. Like I almost said, you know, I want to be a provider, but I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to just be like a source of knowledge for your own stream so that you can have your shit. Because like, I can't remember where I read this, but something about like humans, we don't want to just be given things. Like we want to work for things because the reward of that is so much greater than being given something. So the ability to do something is truly like, it's as simple as teach a man how to fish versus give a man a fish. Like, we get it. Back to the comment section. People were saying about, oh, you're religious, you're stupid. Other people were saying like, you know, you prove God isn't real. Other people were like, well, that doesn't mean God is real. And then there was, what was the other one? Something about how like some people believe in God and, you know, some people will need to repent. And then another person came for that person and said, yeah, but would Jesus speak like that? Hashtag what would Jesus do? It was a shit show. I was like, why y'all name dropping like this? Don't. I'm like, why are y'all coming for each other? Like, what are we chatting about? And then this other person was saying like, you shouldn't, you know, comment. Like, some people do believe in God. You should just, you know, leave people alone and not say anything and just let them have a good day. And I was like, you know, I hear you. And then another person was like, well, that's the point of freedom of speech. And I was like, you know what, you're right. Like, freedom of speech is here for a reason. But it got to a point today where like someone commented some other shit and it was like a long ass fucking thing, and I was like, I didn't post this to see this goddamn debate under my comment every damn day. What the fuck? Genuinely just posted this out of me being like in a wholesome state of like, oh, how sweet is that? That's adorable. One of the other big comments was like, yeah, God has time to show this woman a well, but he doesn't have time to fix real problems like life crises and all the innocent people that are suffering. And it just made me think about that. I was like, damn, like if you're in a state of like extreme suffering and then you feel like you see God answering a prayer like that, that shit probably gonna hurt you, bro. So like the people that were commenting in this really extreme and negative way, I feel like they were probably all in a really hurt state. And at the same time, I'm like, yes, maybe they were in a hurt state, and at the same time, that doesn't make me feel like I should just only give them the super like, oh, I feel so bad for you because you don't know God. Because that's another one of the things that I feel like sometimes we do. Like we as humans, we're wired to protect ourselves, right? Like another thing we do sometimes is kind of like we try to put people under us. So if you can make someone worthy of pity, then you can kind of put them under you in your mind. But I'm kind of just like, that's not what I'm trying to do either. It's just, it was just a lot. So that's why I deleted it. It just made me think though, does your opinion actually matter? Does your bitch ass opinion actually matter? My answer would be yes. Your opinion does matter. You know, sometimes whether we agree or not, doesn't mean that any one person matters any less or more than the other person. I feel like we genuinely are equal as people. And I will say though that, you know, there's so many different factors to, you know, the way that you are received with your opinion. So it's not so much about does your opinion matter. Yes, it does matter. But there's a lot of other factors such as like intention, the audience that you're speaking to, whether they agree with you or not, whether they have a similar background or not, whether they feel this way or that way, or they just had this type of day or that type of day. You know, what else? I said their background. I said intention. What else? Girl, why am I running out? I just feel like, you know, it's kind of like, what state are you coming from? Why are you saying this? But it's really like, what do you believe in anyways? Because it's like, you know, if you're saying God is not real, it's like, you're almost like finding something to look down on me for, because you're trying to call me gullible. I had so many people saying like, yeah, you're gullible, yeah, gullible. You're finding something to look down on me for, which would make you feel more powerful. And with you thinking that you know something that not the whole world knows, such as God isn't real, that makes you feel like you are now more powerful than these people that are being controlled by a book and being controlled by something that doesn't exist. And then it also puts you into another group of almost like the outsiders or the outcasts, if you will. If you find other people that also don't believe in God, then you can kind of have this like, yeah, we're together in this. We're trying to like let people really know. And it like puts you in your own type of group. It's almost like it's a religion of its own. I feel kind of deep for that. No, but it is almost like a religion of its own. I mean, is that atheism? Is that not what atheism is? It's complicated. I mean, when you're talking about God, I didn't think that me saying that I like, you know, that feeling like God doesn't hear us sometimes, like, and that I was grateful for moments like that. I had no idea it would stir up such a debate. Well, anyways, y'all, it's been a long video. I'm gonna try to put this together. Thank y'all so much for watching. I love you very much. See you in the next one. Bye.